The Conservatives have denied offering Nigel Farage an election pact to withdraw more candidates. Picture, EPA. Nigel Farage is under pressure to pull hundreds more candidates that could see the Brexit party run in just 40 seats after a last-ditch offer from Boris Johnson. The Brexit party leader is being urged not to stand candidates in marginal seats with just hours to go before the deadline for election nominations. Up until now, the Tories have denied any sort of electoral pact with Mr. Farage, but today, the Daily Telegraph reports Mr. Johnson offered him a deal to stay away from swing seats. The offer on the table would mean the Brexit party targeting just 40 key seats. The Prime Minister has insisted voting Conservative is the only way to get Brexit done, while Business Secretary Andrea Leadsom warned that voting for Mr. Farage's party hands the keys of number 10 to Jeremy Corbyn. Advertisement. Mr. Farage has said he will field candidates in every Labour-held seat, but Conservatives fear that could hamper Tory efforts to win a majority. To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. The Telegraph said Mr. Johnson's offer of a pact was turned down by Mr. Farage, who has asked the Tories to give the Brexit party a clear run in Labour-held seats where they can, never win. But a Tory source denied any deal was suggested, adding, "We don't do electoral pacts, as we have been very clear on," and a Brexit party source said, "At every election, the Tories have upwards of 100 paper candidates. If this offer was made, it was an offer of the status quo, and in other words, no offer at all." It looks like an attempt to portray the Brexit party and Nigel Farage as unreasonable, despite the huge concessions that we have made, both on a policy and on the unilateral decision not to stand in the 317 Tory-held seats. If the Tories are serious, then this isn't the way to show it. To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. Candidates who want to stand as MPs need to hand in their nomination papers by 4 p.m. today, and candidates who want to withdraw their nominations also must do so by 4 p.m. Advertisement. Last night, Mr. Farage was forced to confirm he won't be voting for the Conservatives at the general election, despite appearing to suggest he could just hours earlier. In what would have been an unprecedented move by a party leader, the Brexit party boss hinted he could back Boris Johnson's party, saying he wanted to see the Conservative manifesto before deciding who to vote for. But he later tweeted, "No, given the way the Conservative Party have behaved this week, I could not vote for them." The former UKIP leader this week stood down candidates in all 317 constituencies won by the Tories in 2017 as part of what he branded a Leave alliance. The decision means supporters living in almost half the UK's seats will not be able to vote for a Brexit party candidate on polling day. It has also caused outrage from some party members, who labelled him a traitor. Boris Johnson says a vote for any other opposition party is a vote for the Labour Party. Picture, Reuters. Meanwhile, a new poll suggests the Tories are in the lead with 40%, while Labour is on 30% ahead of next month's election. The voting intention poll for The Telegraph, which involved 2022 adults on November 11 and 12, put the Lib Dems on 16% and the Brexit Party on 7%. And European Council President Donald Tusk waded into the election campaign and appeared to back the PM's Remain opponents by advising campaigners not to give up on stopping Brexit. In a speech, Mr. Tusk said, "The UK election takes place in 1 month. Can things still be turned around?" Hannah